Hi, Internet! Aloha, Internet! The title's slightly misleading. I'm not in Hawaii. I'm in a living room that's not my own. Can you tell? The shelving is quite masculine in nature. And then features, stuff for littles. Guess what? It just told me. It said, I'm glad I came here. It said the live feature is going away for plebes and unimportant, such as yourself. You must have at least 1,000 followers to continue speaking to the internet here. So this will be my last live here. Ever, unless they change that rule. Or 1,000 people decide to join my compound. Rachel and I were just talking about Teal Swan, who's a spiritual guru, but who gives us a little bit of the ick. Probably because she has a compound and she makes you sign an agreement before you come join her cult to not be in a relationship or procreate either before or after you get there for the duration. I find that a bit much, but fascinating coming from a woman. Interesting. This is not my cup. This is not my shirt. My ex's wife she's gonna watch this. She's gonna be like, you bitch. You're in my house wearing my clothes. It's true. Vanessa, I wore this last night. Your eye mask. I'll tell you why. Because your house, speaking of compounds, is on some kind of military light schedule, and every light in God's kingdom and your house blasted on at 6 a.m. And this was my little getaway. This was my vacay. I know I have to wake up and let the dogs out. They were gonna let me know anyway, of course. And I know I have to feed them. But you guys didn't have to do that. It was really jarring. But that's not why I'm wearing your clothes like Buffalo Bill. It's not why. It's not some kind of retaliation. It's because I didn't bring any clothes and I thought I'd get on live. I mean, I'm not butt-ass naked. But I have not stuff I'd want to wear on the internet. So I saw this shirt here on the couch. As was this lovely. Are those eyelashes? Did you make this? I might ask you instead of the internet. It's beautiful if you did. And I'm sorry if either one of us contracts eye herpes originating from either one of us. Apologies. I don't think I have it. I hope you don't have it. I don't think our ex had it. My ex. Your husband. I'm gonna shut up now. How are you, internet? Is anyone here? Whether you are or not, hi. Happy Sunday. Hope you are feeling blessed and lovely and beautiful, because you are. I've been busy the last couple of weeks. I was doing nothing for several months, and then all of a sudden I had some houses and people and animals to attend to. Some of it for actual pay. I mean earth pay, like stuff I can pay rent with and buy makeup and my own shirts, my own eye masks, my own, I don't know whose water cup this is either. I'm sorry. drinking out of your hydro flask. Sound like a psycho. Maybe I am. So that's a very recent development. I've been feeling better. And a friend that I met through Gina at one of the outings we were at, who lied to me about his birthday because he wanted to appear 10 years younger. This has happened to me a few times, so I do up his chart and I'm telling him all about himself. And then he goes, when he sobers up, oh yeah, I was born in 82, not 92. I just thought you were younger and I didn't want to appear like a creepy old guy. I'm like, now you're absolutely 10 to 15 times creepier than you would have been if you just given me your actual birthday. Dude. Dudes, plural. That's happened multiple times. Anyway, he was another guy. I think he was inebriated when I met him, but he's working on that. And his mom recently had a stroke and they needed help evenings, mornings, depending on when the primary caregiver isn't there. So I've been experimenting with that, and there's a lot of animals in that house too. So I get there and take them on walks, feed them, and then she's still sleeping, which is majestic because that's not the case with someone else I'm still working with, which is Gina, who, you know what? She would benefit from the timer on the lights here, because that's exactly when she gets up at 6 a.m. I don't, not of my own free will. So, in my house, there is no getting up at 6 in the morning. On my part. Willingly. Only unwillingly. And on someone else's schedule. Which, I was telling my ex here, it's almost like I work for myself now. Almost. Because I'm working for Gina, this new woman. And, you know, like, say, here. Without a middleman. Without a company. And I didn't, like, call up these people and beg them to work either. Like, it's like, they came to me. So, I think that's pretty cool. That's, partnering with God to place me where I need to be. Hopefully the animals will make an appearance. There's a wolf here. I actually haven't taken a picture of Atticus. The wolf is named Suki. It's a girl. The wolf that I shared with my ex for a while was named Angel. They look similar, but different souls, obviously. But Atticus is like a giant lab or pit mix. Very beautiful black doggy, but she's a little camera shy. I haven't taken her picture yet. And then there's an outdoor cat. And I was telling the tubes, although I like to hang out front with the outdoor cat on the little wooden bench, it's kind of menacing outside because the neighbors across the street have this security camera. And anytime anything gets on its radar, which is mostly this lady's grandkids, I've noticed, looks to be, I don't think they're random, I think they belong there with her, but it goes, hello, you are being recorded. Hello, you are being recorded. And I was out there trying to clean up my car because I think the dog I was picking up from the groomer, like, took shit in it somewhere and then it baked in the sun and it's been smelling like not very majestic in my car, and I was blaming it. Anyway, I think it was not my fault I didn't take a shit in the car, but the dog did. Kind of somewhere mysterious. So I've just been scrubbing out the car and putting this oil I have, which smells so good. I realized, internet, you can put this in like the vents. Probably in your house too. It can't be any worse than the fucking stuff that comes out of the vents normally. But anyway, I put this in the vents of the air conditioning in the car and turned it on a little bit. Or just the fan. And I scrubbed the car with, again, Vanessa, your Clorox wipes. I'm an asshole, I'm sorry. I used like half the can scrubbing the car like I was detailing it. Is that how they detail cars? That's what I did. Sorry, and thank you. And then I rolled down the windows. I hope my car's still there, actually, because this might be a rougher neighborhood than I'm used to. Which brings me back to my story. I'm going to check on my car later. But I know when I go out there, this camera goes, hello! You're being recorded. Hello! And do you know what it sounds like? I was telling the tubes. It sounds like the Carl's Jr.'s kiosk in Idiocracy that says, to the lady who was an unfit mother because she couldn't afford her extra big ass fries, it said, your children are now the property of Carl's Jr. Thank you for eating at Carl's Jr. Fuck you, I'm eating Carl's Jr. That's what this camera that she has. I don't know if it says that or if it has the ability to take your children or your animals or arrest you on the spot, but it sounds like the mall cop at Walmart and the Idiocracy food kiosks, which is a thing now. I don't think it was when that movie came out. Was it? You didn't just have robots that took your food order and deposited your little burgers a few years ago, but we do now. Mercifully, thank God I don't eat much of that stuff anymore. Certainly not Carl's Jr.'s extra big ass fries. I think a few years ago when I was working with one of my first clients, she liked to go there, so I ordered the waffle fries one more time, and they weren't as good as they were when I was a teenager. They were pretty god awful. So anyway, my days are picking up speed lately, which is okay. I'll probably have time to sit on my ass again soon. But there's a lot of Ridian stuff around here. This is not. This is mine, and I drooled on it last night. Vanessa, I didn't use any of your pillows. This is mine. This. An Angel. This is the best pillow. It came from Target. Anyway. I was speaking, I don't know if it was here or the tubes, but I was talking about Akashic Records and how we all have books of our soul's journey and every action that we've taken and where it led us on Earth anyway. Across Earth lives. I don't know if it encompasses other planets and realms or if it's specifically just Earth, but anyway, I'll find out at some point. But that's my understanding of it. I call mine a little golden book. My favorite current little golden book is I'm a Unicorn. It's so pretty. I showed it somewhere. I can't remember. I've been on YouTube more than I've been on here lately because this place pisses me off. But anyway, I was thinking my little Akashic Records golden book looked like that. Like real sweet and pastel and pretty. And then I saw this book down at Suki's level, who's the wolf here. Literally, like the husky Malamute. Can you see this? It's probably backwards. I love you all the time. And this is the thanks I get. I've decided that that's probably more along the lines of what my little golden book, Akashic Records, looks like. At least a big chunk of the chapters, a large chunk of Earth time. I love you all the time, and this is the thanks I get by Colleen Cherie. But, as we know, it's a work in progress and can be rewritten. Not rewritten, but, you know, amended. That's a word I used to use at the state a lot. At the government. I went to lunch with some government coworkers again. Or no, it was a graduation party for one of their daughters. Shannon, if you're out there, hi. Very close coworker. There was only like 4 or 5 of us. Hey! Hi! You're on the internet. This is Suki. She gets all pausy with me, which is fine, but oh yeah, you guys, as in the couple whose house I'm sitting in, she got on the couch, your white couch, a little bit when we were hugging, and I hope that it's mud or dirt, but it, you know, it might be something else. That shade. And anyway, per your suggestion, I didn't put any chemicals on it, but I used soap and water, and it still is, you know, that shade. So apologies. Currently I have your blanket over it with something else you're gonna want to wash. It probably smells like maybe that, and also, as you said, that I smell like fruit and coffee. She goes, I always know when you've been in my house, it smells like fruit and coffee. And I was like, I like that. And I told my partner, he's all, you think that's a compliment? And I was like, I love you all the time, and this is the thanks I get. What was I saying, internet, before the Suki made an appearance? Hey, does it matter? It probably wasn't important. What's up? She's like, you stupid bitch, get off the internet. Okay, bye. I'm used to it. I love you all the time. She's such a sweet... I lost my... let's see... For days. For like 2 days here, which is good because I don't have a lot of fun money and I don't need to be fucking buying anything superfluous anyway. But I lost this, and it has my Obamacare card in it. It has... the stupid dental thing they gave me, which I'm never going to another dentist again. Fuck your dental thing. But I guess, I don't know, I put it in there anyway. And then my ID, driver's license, real ID. I hear people are getting caught at the fucking airports now without the real ID, where there's really no difference with the real ID except for like a $36 fee. Thanks, government. Anyway, oh, and my debit card. And I was gonna go to like Chipotle or something, even though I brought food to eat. I didn't eat any of you guys' food. That's the one thing I haven't done. You're welcome. Anyway, and I lost it like Friday. I think this was God saying, don't spend any fucking money you don't have. You don't have fun money right now. You haven't been paid for the hours you've been working in your freelance caregiving hours. So, yeah, but just now, like, I was listening to, actually, Peter and the Wolf, the David Bowie one, the whole thing, the story, and the symphonic music, very beautiful. I put it on their series. Oh, every time I say that, she starts talking and listening to what I'm saying. And she tries to put on music, or starts reading a Wikipedia entry that's hella biased about whatever I said, if I say her name. So whatever. I don't have this at home. I've had it at clients' house, and I find it fascinating, and I probably totally fuck up you guys' rhythm and music and whatever the fuck you do on that thing. So sorry again. I'm in your house, dysregulating your Siri. Ooh. Anyway, shortly after I put on the Peter and the Wolf, and I was doing my makeup in the bathroom over yonder, and she came in there and laid down on the floor with me, and I thought she must just like it because it's cool in here. The floor is nice and tiled and cool as opposed to the fuzzy rug, which is very beautiful. I don't know how you guys keep it so beautiful. I guess because I'm not here often. Anyway, and I looked down at her nose, and she had this, her nose was like under a little ledge by the bathtub, and this was there. And it's been there for 2 days. Thank you so much, Suki. I love you all the time. She found it for me. My wolf. God bless you. So that was nice. I don't have to go to the government just yet to replace all that shit. That motorcycle that went by. Vanessa, I want to give you props. She told me they were at John's timeshare, and I think it was Tahoe, and how beautiful it was. My God, they took such beautiful pictures. And this was in the spring. I think all the snow, it just melted. It's just fucking gorgeous. And she's all, the only issue is, there's a lot of traffic coming around the, kind of the bend where the timeshare is at, by the balcony. And I was like, you know, I live right across the street from a freight train, and there's a lot of traffic too on my little street, because it's kind of a thoroughfare for the whole community, which doesn't have an outlet for cars. There's a river back there, a little beach. There is nice sand though, but it's the river, it's not the ocean. And I was telling her, I was like, I pretend that the trains are the tides, all the cars are the waves crashing by. I really do, because sometimes the traffic and the train, if you're sleepy enough, can sound like, speaking of Hawaii, waves in the ocean crashing about. And she goes, she's like, yeah, that might work. till a motorcycle comes down the pike. A Harley. And she just said it so flippantly and cavalierly, and I laughed so hard. I'm still laughing about that. I'm like, how could you make a motorcycle sound like the ocean in your wildest imagination? Or the cars that they've taken the muffler off of on purpose. You know, the really loud fucking, like, diesel sound or whatever the fuck that is. So, thank you for saying that. I'm still laughing at that. It brings me joy. That comment. That's all well and good till the Harleys come down. Harleys in Hawaii. I think that was a Katy Perry song. Katy Perry. That was a later one. That's why I put air quotes around it. I'm running out of water. They have like they have a filtration system, and then he puts it in like one of those generic, you remember the Alhambra water things that were big in like the 80s and 90s? And then it has like a hot ass setting you can use for their coffee maker, or just cold. It's really majestic. But he told me, I remember when I was sitting for Ridian, their child, he would go in, he would want me to hold him up so he could push the button, and he goes, I like the bubbles. And it goes glug glug, glug glug, bloop bloop, and the bubbles go up. And I thought, that's sweet. And then I found myself, every time I get water, gazing lovingly upon the bubbles and the glug glug sounds that accompanied it, that filled my ears. And I was like, I understand why he found this so soothing. It's so beautiful, so lovely. We have that in common, little guy. He just turned 3. I don't know where they are now. I should stop talking about them. I can't seem to. needs to melt. Look at me throwing this on the floor again. Suki, I'm gonna need your help. Again. If I lose this. That's your bone. I've got a bone to pick with you. I'm kind of sad they're taking live away. Maybe someday I'll have 1,000, I don't like that word, followers. Maybe someday 1,000 people will look at me. Not that that means nothing. Or does it? I guess if it means something to you specifically, then it does. Well, you know what? I don't really want to get up, but behind me I saw she actually has a tarot deck. Let me fuck with your stuff one more time, Vanessa. I should probably check my messages. They probably sent me one like 2 hours ago. We're on the way. I have such a fucking mess here. My goodness, do I have a mess. I'm supposed to go into people's houses and help. Not make a fat ass mess. But I remember at some point I saw... Let me finish my sentence. Hi, Suki! You're back! Where's your brother? Where's Atticus? There's 2 animals here I haven't photographically represented. Shall we dance? Before I go, I'd like to get the little outdoor kitty, whom I'm spending a lot of time with outside. It's very majestic. And, Atticus. Which is, I think it's a literary character, but it's more recently a band. Is it an emo band? It could be. MySpace band generation kind of thing. Oh, anyway, back there she likes... brain farting, brain freezing. Since all I'm ingesting is ice. The Nightmare Before Christmas, she's a big fan, and they have... It's either an oracle, I think it's a tarot deck, so I could actually get you guys one of those. And then I'll make that too smell like pink sugar oil by Brenda. Fruit and coffee. Let me see. I swear it was here last time. Maybe they sold it. No, I don't see it, and I haven't got any with me, so I'll just have to be your human oracle. We're skipping middlemen lately. Actually, hallelujah! So, I'll just let you know. Straight up, everything's fine. You're majestic, you're perfect, God loves you. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful, bright, glorious, loving Sunday. Give yourself some love and show it to others. Post something pretty. Create something lovely. Sing a song. Smile. Or cry if you need to. Whatever. But try not to take it all too seriously. It's okay. It'll be over soon anyway. Yeah. Okay. It's been real. Bye.